In the UK, a ballroom dancing final. With his world of comedy, please welcome act number 3, Del Boy Diamond.
A beep, bob, a loo, bob, a woom, bam, boom. I'll have to stop doing this. I'm going to do myself an injury one of these days. Who was your favourite singer from the 50s?
Johnny Wright.
Who?
Johnny Wright.
Never heard of him.
Roy Orbison.
Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
Roy Orbison? No, don't know any of their music. Hey? What do you think of the outfit, eh? It's what we used to wear in the 50s. You could go down any street in the 50s and you'd see people wearing stuff like this. Brilliant, eh? Oh, God, it's gone. Oh.
Are you all right? You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just...
First nerves on television.
Yeah, it is,
do you want to pick it up from... Where would you like to pick it up from? Go on. But yeah, I think, you know you've got your cards there. Do you like to pick it up from the top?
I won't mind.
Would that be all right? Is that all right with the audience?
Yeah.
OK. Do me a favour, give him a big round of applause. Let's hear it for Del Boy. Away you go.
Thanks, mate. A wee bab, a loo bab, a woom, bam, boom. Oh, Jesus, I'll have to stop doing this. I'm going to do myself an injury one of these days. Who was your favourite singer from the 50s?
Elvis! Elvis!
Anybody else?
Roy Orbison.
Chuck Berry!
No, I don't know any of their music. No, I don't know any of theirs. What do you think of the outfit, eh? Smart, eh? Isn't it good? Yeah. This is what we used to wear in the 50s. Everybody was wearing this. You could walk down any street and see people wearing this gear. See people with greased hair, sideburns, and that was just the women. That was the nasty side to the 50s, I tell you. Do you remember the razor gangs? They used to go out and have a quick slash, eh? Then go out into the pub and have 50 pints. Then there was the yobbos. Remember the yobbos who used to terrorise seaside resorts on bank holidays? Yeah. Eh? You remember that, eh? Tremendous. 200 yobbos could destroy a whole city in one day. Mrs. Thatcher can do that on her own. What can you say? Remember the Cavern, a club in Liverpool called the Cavern where the Beatles started off? Eh? I used to go there. I got picked up by the bouncers. They didn't half hurt, tell you. They asked if I was carrying an offensive weapon. I said no, and they wouldn't let me in. I tell you, times have changed. In the 50s, there was a young comedian called Jimmy Tarbuck. He was a young comedian struggling for laughs. Times have changed. Now he's an old comedian struggling for laughs. I tell you, you know. Frank. I wish it was back in the 50s again, the days when I was a lad. My tie was a bootlace, my shoes were crepe, and my hairstyle was just as bad. Off to the hop with a girl on my arm, and I'm wearing my favourite jacket. I wish I was back in the 50s again, when fags were 2 bob a packet. Rock and roll! Thank you.
I'll start there, picked it up very well. Del Boy Diamond, a man from Manchester, done clubs in the north of England. Frank, he's all yours.
Yes, well, for Del, just a little bit of... first of all, I thought when he came on he was an alternative comedian, one of the ones that don't get laughs. But then it finished up... he got a few gags in and finished up giving us a lecture. So the best advice you, Del, is... I know it's very frightening being a comedian because the first thing you've got to do is, as soon as you become a comedian, say, right, like you hear people saying, well, I couldn't do television. It takes me 20 minutes getting a laugh. I wouldn't like to sit through their act.
Yeah.
Get in there straight away, whomp. And I love the gag about Jimmy Tarbuck. Very good. You know, the only thing Tarbuck will come back at you and say, I hope they don't mix our wages up. Most difficult job of everybody, and I'm going to mark him up a nice 38 points.
38 points from... OK, Del Boy. 28 points from Anita, 38 points from Frank, a total of 66 points to act number 3. Harris, our flaut is playing...